Hey guys, welcome back. In this episode, we are going to discuss the below points. We will discuss why pass by reference introduced in SV. In case you have learned the C language, you are already familiar with the pass by reference theory and coding. Now we are going to see how that has influenced SV. Now we will go through the working of pass by reference in SystemVerilog. How it is different from programming language, like what you have learned in C. We'll discuss the points why pass by reference is introduced. Next, we will discuss of the passing by reference for the objects. As you know that in SV we deal with multiple transactions and the data packets that are going from one particular node to another particular node in the entire verification is basically the objects that are of a particular class. So in that case, how does this pass by reference works? We will go through example. Next, we will talk about dynamic configuration of testbench parameters. Now, this will focus on the coding style, how dynamically can be changed using the pass by reference during an actual verification. And we will have an example of a small snippet of code, and that code will exemplify the thing. Finally, we will summarize the whole thing that we have discussed. And here we will end our episode. So this is the menu for today. Without any further delay, let's begin. Here, this is just beginning and opening slide why pass by reference is introduced in SV. So let it be there. And let us move on to the next slide. Here we are in the new slide. Here we talk about how pass by reference works in SystemVerilog. Imagine you lend your phone to a friend and they change your wallpaper. When you get it back, the change is still there. That's exactly how the pass by reference works. You not giving a copy, you are giving actual access to the real object. Here in this example, just I have said is your phone. And here what we are going to do in SystemVerilog is very similar. Now, when an argument is passed by reference, the task or function, I'll emphasize either it could be a task or it could be a function, since this is SystemVerilog that can have both task and function having the need of the pass by reference, operates on the original variable and not a copy. This ensures any changes made within the task and function persist outside of it. And during transaction, right, going from one node to another node, when an object is sent, right, whatever we have done in this node, the changes that are written inside the object, and when we pass it, right, to the another node, those changes still there. And here we again change, and from this node, the data packet moves to somewhere else, and here that data, whatever we have written here, still existing. Here is an example. Here we start the module with module and we give a name as we say pass by reference, and for this is we have an example. We start the task here. Here we write the modify array, and here we use the keyword ref, and this is related to the pass by reference. Whatever we are talking about in this episode, this ref keyword is doing all of that. And here we have integer type array, and for each array element, what we do, we multiply each element with 2 and store it inside itself. So this is the task that is doing this thing. And next we have an initial block with begin and end keywords, and there what I have a array defined int myArray with length 4, and we have 4 elements in it. Now we give a print of this using the display, right? And here we have myArray. Once we done this, the print is done, we move forward, and here we call this task the modify array, and here each element is multiplied by 2, and after that we again print this. Okay, so once we execute the code, we see this kind of modification. So before modification, the array contained 1, 2, 3, 4, and after modification, it contains the 2, 4, 6, 8. Now let us go zoom into the things what is happening. First, the reference keyword indicates the argument is passed by reference. That means an actual copy, not a copy of it. The array in my array is directly modified within the modify array task, and changes made to the array persist outside the task. That means whatever the task is doing, the object is still outside and the task is modifying this object. That means here we are dealing with a real object and not with a just a copy like Control C, not a copy of it. If I copy a file in my desktop or any Windows Explorer, right, I do what? I do the Control C and then Control V. The file is saved with some other name and extension, and then I rename it to something else. So it is not a copy. Whatever we are doing on the actual object. In Windows Explorer, I have just said like a file. Here we are done with this particular slide, so we will move on to the next slide. Here we are in the new slide, and here we will talk about why pass by reference is introduced. Verification engineers don't like wasting time or memory. Copying huge data again and again is slow and messy. So SystemVerilog asked a simple question: why copy data when we can just point to it? When a verification happens, right, it happens over a large complex set of data exchange. And in that case, copying the data set again and again is a cumbersome and memory consuming thing. And the computer in which we are running the verification, that may exhaust its physical memory. To cut that out, we have to use the pass by reference. Now here are some points that we are going to discuss. Efficient resource handling. Passing by arguments by reference avoids creating local copies. That means we are dealing with less amount of RAM of the variables, reducing memory overhead and improving performance. Performance means the speed of the execution. This is particularly useful for large data structures, arrays or objects. Verification often involves handling large data sets like configurations, coverage models or transaction. Passing through such data by reference avoids costly duplication. And here this duplication can, if we do by duplication, can actually exhaust the physical RAM of your computer. And that can actually exhaust the memory, and the program which is running for verification can stumble upon there. Consistency with object-oriented program OOP. SystemVerilog aims to align with OOP principles. That means in SystemVerilog, whatever we are exchanging data from one node to another node, all are objects. So passing objects by reference is a natural extension of this approach, and that is the need of the hour in SystemVerilog. Direct modification. So pass by reference allows the task or functions to directly modify the original variables, which is more intuitive for certain applications like test benches and dynamic verification scenarios. Enables multiple components like driver, monitor, scoreboards to modify or query shared variables efficiently. I was talking about different nodes. So these are the different nodes that are active during our verification. And what happens that they exchange data, they do not exchange a copy. Instead, they exchange the actual data and write within that particular object. Dynamic and modular test benches enable the creation of reusable modular test benches components that can interact dynamically with various scenarios. Because of the portability of SystemVerilog, this can be a very good outcome of a reusable test bench. Improved reusability makes tasks and functions more generic and adaptable, enabling them to operate on various objects or arrays without redefining. That means if we do not put the reference, we have to define another memory space for another object in another segment of the verification program, right? So there we reduce the entire coding, we reduce the entire memory usage, and we speed up the thing. And hence the reusability becomes more relevant. Performance boost reduces simulation overhead by minimizing unnecessary data copies, and hence less use of RAM of the computer in which the verification is running, and it runs faster. Accuracy. ensures real-time updates and synchronization of shared data structures in complex verification setups. So this happens. Accuracy is another thing that is needed. And when we have too much of data, too much of copies, instead of a reference, error can come out of any of them. And that is reduced. So accuracy is increased. So here we are done with this particular slide. We have talked in very detail about different scenarios why the pass by reference is introduced in SystemVerilog. Now let's move on to the next slide. Here we are in the next slide, and here we will talk about the passing objects by reference. Objects in SystemVerilog are already smart. They live somewhere in memory. Passing them by reference is like sharing a Google Doc link instead of sending a PDF copy. Everyone sees the same updated version. Now, this is a very layman's example in comparing the situation, right? Now, let us go into more detail. Here is a code. Let me go through it, and it's very easy to understand. All the multiple lines are there. First, we define a class, my class, and there I define an int value, and then I define a function which will have the instantiation of new, and we have a int value as the argument. And here value, right, this value, right, is changed into val. So here the class ends and the function ends here. Now let us define a module. The module is there and it is named as pass by referent object. Task is to modify object, and reference we are passing my class and then object. So the reference of this object will go inside this particular task. Here we increase it by 10, the object dot value. Next we have the initial block. In that I have my class, my object, and we have a new instantiation with value 20. So here we first print that before modification this value is there, and we modify object, we call this particular object. Now your question is that why we have a function here and why we have a task here? Because this is the native function or native method of that class that identifies the value and associates with it inside the class, and this is outside. We are calling something, right? And this is not a native one, and this is an external one that is allowing to change the data. Earlier the class concept, only the native functions or methods they can change. Now the outside task, here this task is from outside, right? It's not inside the class. It is allowing to modify the value inside the class. And this is the beauty of having the passing objects by reference. So external tasks can actually work on the object's data, and we do not need native function of the class to deal with it. And here once we run this code, we have this kind of output. Before modification we had 20, and after that we had 30 because we have increased by 10. So here we are done with this particular slide. We will move on to the next slide. Here we are on the new slide, and here we will discuss the dynamic configuration of test bench parameters. Real test benches don't stay fixed. Timeouts change, threshold move, and configs evolve while the simulation is running. Pass by reference makes your test bench feel alive, not hard-coded. So let us see something more here. And here we have a code. Again, this code seems to be very long, but if you understand, since this code is modular already, you can understand by segment. So first segment is the class. Let us define the class. First we define the class here, and then we have two integers, threshold and timeout. And then we have a native function or native method here, where we have a local copy of the threshold, and this means this one. And here we have threshold and timeout, right? So here we are actuating the values here. Next we start our module pass by reference verification, and we have a task. This is external and not native to the class. And here we have the update config, and we give the reference config CFG. So this is a object reference is going inside. The task can actually look into and do a precision surgery. Here we have the config threshold is plus equal to 10, so it will be increased by 10. and CFG timeout is minus equal to 5, so 5 it will be deducted from the given value. So external task can now do change inside these variables of the class. Now we have an initial block, we have config CFG new, and we have 150, the values of the two. First we display the thing here and we give the values here, and those are printed here. Then we do what we call the task here and put the object reference here, because we have defined this CFG as referenced of our object, and then we again print the whole thing again. And once we run this code, we have this kind of out. So first it was 100 and timeout was 50. So what happens, the task changes it by 10. So the 100 becomes 110 and it lowers the value by 5. So the 50 becomes 45. So here this is how the change is happening inside the same object without having another memory location. It is happening in the same memory location where the object was created. So here we are done with this particular slide and example. And now let us move on to the next slide. Now we are in the summary slide. So if you remember just one thing, pass by reference is not just a syntax trick. It's a verification mindset. Faster simulation, cleaner code, and smarter test benches. So let us have the point. First point is key needs. What were the needs that actually bring us the SystemVerilog decision makers to include the pass by reference? That is efficient handling of shared large data structure, real-time parameter updates, dynamic interactions in a modular test bench. Next we have impact. Improves performance, modularity, and accuracy of verification processes, enabling advanced scenarios like constrained random testing, coverage-driven verification, and real-time configuration. So these are the impacts. Now let us look on the third point. What are the benefits? It reduces simulation overhead, simplifies debugging, and enhances reusability and modularity of the verification environment. Now by environment we means the set of codes. And these are the real benefits that we get because of the pass by reference. So we are done here with the summary slide. Now let us move on to the next slide. Thank you very much for watching up to this point, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In case you have some dislikes, put that as in comments in the comment section down below. And bye for today.